Okay, Joe with Affinity Games. Just want to do another Buylist presentation. I think everybody liked the first one. That was kind of a small one, less than 100 cards. So today I'm going to be able to process a 400 card Buylist. There's going to be some bulk and then some non-bulk. So it's a pretty decent sized collection, kind of routine what we process around Affinity Games. So I just wanted to give some more transparency and to show you why you should choose Affinity Games to sell your Magic the Gathering or Pokemon collection. You can sell to us globally in the world, whether you're in Europe, United States, or Asia. We'll gladly be able to help you process it. So let's get to the video and the breakdown of the collection. Okay, so this customer decided to choose the LBC Rush method. It works pretty good. I've already blanked out all their details, so no worries. Share it on this one. This one they used a box. So this one is the small kilo box, and it's pretty good. Normally it can contain a lot of stuff. I've already done the thing, so no need to have any knife incidents here. So package within a package, bubble wrap. This time they chose to use a bundle box, aka old school fat pack boxes. So I'm just going to open that and get this out of the way. So now we got our collection here. It's a nice thing. These things normally hold about 400 cards. They're just naturally designed that way. So really good to use that. So inside I've already prepped it. They've done security tape. We just want to check, make sure there's nothing inside there. So it looks like they've already done filler at the ends, which we recommend doing filler and everything, so it kind of protects the cards. And this gives you a good idea. It's about 400 cards. So I'm just going to go through this and just give it a quick process and kind of give you my ideas. Looking at this already, there's already some discoloration. So when you arrange it like this, I can see that some stuff is already discolorated from the top. And that's going to be my key ID feature for actually processing this collection, is that there will be some conditional downgrades, at least in these parts of the collection. So as I get through that, I can kind of point them out and then show you how accurate that ends up being. So we're going to get our piles ready, our three main ones, near mint, light plate. Like I said, we're always going to do reverse chronicle. So when you give it to us in alphabet, we're going to reverse it the other way, and then I'll present the whole collection. All right, let's get to this. Let's start with this. So this one, we got a bunch of filler like I expected. Some of this is or isn't filler. I'm just going to set aside anything that's like set up. So foils, bulk like that, full arts, or anything else like that. So I'm just going to kind of just give it a quick go through. All right, so now we got the meat of the collection. So I'm going to set this aside, set this aside. So now we have it in A alphabetical. And then I'm going to go through that. So let's start knocking this out. I'm going to set this off to the side. And let's go through this. So one thing is that we're always going to start. We're going to definitely check front and back for all the collection, and then we'll assign them categories based on this. So when you have your older cards, this is going to be a revised card. It's already going to have some sort of indentations on the front and back, but it's actually pretty clean. So we're going to put in the light plate. It could get downgraded to moderately plate just based on how it's conditioned, and I have to look at it a little closer. So this one, we're always going to give foils a second part. So whenever you get a little bit of issues on there, we're already going to put that in light plate, because foils are very tough. Like, you can lose a lot of value just between near mint to light plate. A good example is if you have 7th edition foils, they're just really expensive, but between the condition downgrades, they really take a big hit. That's a 30% hit between near mint to light plate. So we're always going to want to make sure that we check it and make sure that there's nothing else, because again, we're resellers in the marketplace. We want to make sure that our customer is getting a good collection at the end of the day, and we're providing good value. So put that in here. So we're just gonna make our piles and go through that. So pretty easy, nothing too crazy with this one. I think I can give that one the upgrade. This one seems okay. So here's a good one. So you have Architect of Wills. So here you won't be able to see as much, but on it, as it actually pans out, there is a little bit of discoloration. So these are going to go into light plate. Alpine Moon, not too bad. A little dent at the top. So let's go through that. Now on promo packs, everyone loves promo packs, but promo packs, if there's any overfill into this Planeswalker symbol, that automatically gives it a downgrade. See if I can show it. There you go. So if there's anything in that, it'll automatically give it a downgrade. This had just a little bit. We're always going to check your corners because these are just cut. So I'm putting that. That's what I said. Mainly it's an issue with foils that encounter this type of issues. So whenever we get really large collections, we want to make sure we go through this. So this one is original Amulet of Vigors. There's a play set here, so it looks like this was a primetime deck, which is very fun to play. But if you can see, there's actually a lot of scuffing into it. So again, key component in the deck, most likely played a lot more than anything else. I'm not differentiating anything else. I can just tell based on the foiling that is set up. These more than recent. These are pretty good. Nothing crazy on that. I can do that. And recent sets is a little bit better. So Aftermath analysis, pretty good as well. So nothing crazy with them. Again, recent printing. Bloodstained Myers, same thing. We're going to take a look at this. Again, it's going to have its weird corner cripping. And that's nothing wrong with the customer. That's just something that our follow-on customers are definitely going to mention a lot. So nothing with this one. And just processing through that foil. A little bit right in here. Bitter Union. So a lot of the stuff in that. So yeah, just experience just a lot about how to process this one. This one isn't too bad. So I'm just going to sit here and speed it up and then go on to the next one. So as I organize my workspace, I'm always working near mint to light played and then to bulk. So let's go to the next one. Old school Garrison here. But you can see right on this one, there's a lot here, here, and here, very clearly MP. While this one, you don't see nearly any of that amount. There's a little bit here, so it's going to be light played. Bezeju, not too bad, but right here, you're going to have a little bit right there. So just give it a little check. And we also perform security checks on that. We're going to check the green dot. We're going to check the TM symbol. We're going to check the mana symbol if it has it, or the logo symbol. We're going to check the mana symbol if it has it. We're going to check the text. We do that with a jeweler's loop, and it's an easy investment to do. It takes like $10 and it can save you a lot of headache. So this one, it's got a lot of its stuff. It's going to go in the mod played. Same with this one. This one actually isn't too bad, but I think we're going to lay on the cautious side. So this one, you have a issue right there. So one near mint and one there. Commercial District is a little bit played right there. Kremlin Vistage. So these guys are definitely ones, because they're player rewards, they can have their own issues to themselves, just the way the printing's done. Old school counter spells, we're going to take a look at the back. These are overall pretty good, solid MP. Nothing crazy there. Can't really go there because they definitely have some age issues on that. So curated. So this one, you have the original pre-release things. We're going to check the back. That, nothing there. Considers. Let's check this. I played. And the stuff that when you start seeing a lot of staples, they're just going to end up being pretty much on their own when it comes to play, because what they do is that they're just very common. So we assume that it's going to have a lot of play to their effects. So you always have to take a look at that too. And you can also tell with the bending, a lot of your foils will bend up and curve. So we're also taking a look at that too when we process collections. Let's go through this. And I like to keep a nice even workflow on this. So anything that I find, it can be like easily gone through and take a look at that, so that we have like good continuity into what's going on. So here's that weird part. You can see right in here, it has a lot of weird things. And these are player reward promos. It's just the way that they are printed. And then right here, you can see that it has a little bit of corner indentations. And that's the problem with foils. They just really take that damage way worse than anything else. This one MP, this one MP. Good. And then we have some Phyrexian language, so it looks like dismember. Go through that. These are actually pretty clean. Nothing else crazy. One of the things we do for security checks is we're always going to check this with a loop too. I'm just doing a quick sort through for that. All right, moving on to the next batch. So go over this. These look good. Foiled Dryads. So on here, there's a little bit of smudges on there. You can kind of see that right there. And this is just due to the printing. Ooh, green Sims in this. These are nice. This is a nice one. This is spiked up on a lot, but again, it has a lot of that corner issue as I drop a card right on it. But a lot of this stuff will have those weird corner issues. So we just want to make sure that we just give it a good check. And I can kind of see that from the front when you kind of go through that. You want to just take a look at that. Just make sure that you're checking each side of it. All right, halfway done with this collection. Right there on the back, you can kind of see where it gets super smudged. Yeah, these all have decent amount of play wear on the back, and that's just kind of what's going to happen when you have cards that are played a lot. But overall, this collection isn't bad at all. I don't see anything too crazy. They're going to get pretty decent value from it, but overall, not a bad collection. It's just you have to make sure we check it and just give a fair appraisal. And then I always put it back in the customer's court, just give them an offer. And once we finalize everything else like that, and just put it to them, just to make the decision of which way they want to go from there. Again, a lot of these ones here, this one would be MP, Vesuva, it's borderline. So he has one there, and then a little bit. I think that's going to be safe as an MP. Swiss Spears, reprints, nothing crazy. Yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing really not expected with this collection. Just a little bit of here and there, and there's a lot of stuff, especially with foils. They just have such a crazy amount of issues. You just want to make sure that you're actually going through it. There's MP, Mint. Now, normally it shouldn't change too much on some other cards, especially like Pluto Delta there. It shouldn't change too much because near mint and light plate are synonymous with the same condition. So I don't expect to see too many downgrades from those. At least I hope not. And I can't say enough that it definitely helps when these are already in alphabetical. It makes our processing so much better. This is just the manual way of processing collections. We definitely have an automated way of being able to process collections. So pretty quick. I'll show those in future videos. Nice play set of sagas. Okay, so here's a good point right here to discuss non-English and English buy prices. So one of the big things that I get asked is, do you buy non-English cards? Yes, I do buy non-English cards. No issues on that. However, a lot of the stuff with non-English is what the final buyer is going to pay for it or take for it. Known cards like this that are pretty easy, fetch lands in general, very good to be able to sell, but you're going to take a hit. Now, it's going to be based on the near mint buy price, light plate buy price, and then we'll just ask that you send it over and give me TCG Player Collection Tracker with this, but as English and lightly played, so that I can actually figure out what the actual value of the near mint card would be, and then I can kind of price it around that. But this one, you know, pretty known card, you're not going to take too much of a hit on that one. What we do worry about is we make sure that there is no extra like scuffing, like right here. This is a good one. I'll set this aside. This is a good one where it looked pretty good, but right there, you can see it right there in the light. Bingo. So there's a lot of stuff that we end up catching that actually downgrades it. So when you see like a lot of foils get built up in this pile and not so much that pile, is because you can see that there's actually things that I can see that I can't always put in front of the camera. So, you know, it's just one of those easy things to look at, is I'm actually taking a look at what the card's actually going to have and sell to, because again, I'm not the final buyer of this. There's always going to be somebody else wanting to buy or purchase collections from us. But most of this is a pretty good collection overall. I just had an issue with an eBay seller. There's a misprint that happens on these type of retro foiled that happens like right about there, and you can just green dot check it. So there was something I had recently. All right, so this is how you process a collection, about 400 cards. If you have any questions, you know, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments down below and just ask me any questions. I'm going to finish processing this now that I've got it already. Oh, wait, sorry. We have another bit. I have to edit this out. So we got lands. Now these oil soaks, these are always like really nice. So we're going to go through these together and get some nice images for you. And the rest should just be bulk. I just segregate out foils. We do a bulk foiling process. Sweet. So that is what the final collection will end up conditioning for. And I do say conditioning and not grading. That's all bulk lands. So that's pretty much it right there. And that's my screenshot. So super easy. So I'm going to get this taken care of, wrap up the video. And then if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section. Thank you. Okay, Joe with Affinity Games here. Just if you have any questions or want to sell Magic the Gathering collection, reach out to us on Facebook page, Affinity Games, or our website, affinityccg.com. Give us a like, a subscribe, comment down below, and we'll catch you in the next video.